hard to
in public by these agencies as they've tried to justify regulation. Okay? So next we look at
them about how they justify doing that. I've had students say, well,
and they justify it because the long-term consequences they believe are not.
So if you didn't know that 96% of Americans approved of organ donation, it'd be hard to justify moving to an opt-out.
And then people use that to justify that women are no good, or that they actually
could be used by mathematicians to justify their contribution.
But it was one way that you could justify that requirement and race to the top.
Countries. They were looking for a means to justify as they
be perfect to justify you're not shipping.
Year, right? But even at that price point, you could argue that it still doesn't justify itself because we haven't learned enough.
No longer look to justify their own actions, their own ways. Instead, they just follow the one who did it for them.
Has sacred texts that have been used to justify women's inequality. Right? And you know.
In their actions to justify what they did. What we don't recognize is
just the economics are very hard to justify. Consequently,
the purpose of voting is to justify its existence.